Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter number 6, that is the classification of part. That is from part biology. Okay. So look at, up to now we are studying what are the living organism, what are their different characteristics. Okay. So we know living organism means which organism simply. So living organism means such an organism, we can say that very easily that they need somewhat energy to survive. Okay, we know they need food, they need water. Okay, so all that thing they need to grow up. Okay, and if we see non-living things, then they actually not need all that things. They did not need any energy. Okay, and growth of that object is also not takes place. Okay, if we see like a stone, non-living organism, it will remain year and year as like this without any energy source, without anything it does not need. Okay, so in living organism simply they need energy to grow, and continuously development of that object is takes place. Okay, means their body structure may be increases. Okay, so such a way that we know we are also living organism. Okay, from childhood we are a very small baby, so after some time 8th standard, 10th standard, our body structure increases. Okay, so what we need energy. Okay, and due to that some changes in that object takes place. So up to now up to 8th standard we are studied about the Dr. R.H. Whitaker's Thayu kingdom system. Okay, so look at, so before Dr. R.H. Whitaker, okay, we know lot of living organisms are present in our surrounding environment. Okay, so question is arise at that time that how we can classify all that living organisms. Okay, so many scientists propose their different theories. Okay, but this five kingdom system theory is proposed by R.H. Whitaker. Okay, so according to that there are 5 kingdoms. Okay, so in that they divide all the living organisms. Okay, Protista, Animalia, Fungi, Plantae. Okay, so these are the some kingdoms that are present in 5 kingdom system. Okay, so look at we know any living organism is made up of what? Cell. Okay, cell is a very basic fundamental unit of any living organism. Okay, we know in unicellular organism only one cell is there, and in multicellular organism there are lot of cells are there. Okay, so simply what happen, as we build any structure, that is the buildings, at that time we need bricks. Okay, we join one by one bricks, then we will form a one big building. Such like that our body is also formed as like that by the union of that cells. Okay, lot of billions of cells are present in our body. Okay, so that is a large number of cells are present, and our every muscle, okay, every organ, that is also made up of cells. Okay, so cell is very basic fundamental unit of any living organism. Any living organism is made up of cells. Okay, so look at how that living organisms are actually divided. Okay, look at, first of all living organisms are divided into prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Look at prokaryotic. What is the meaning of prokaryotic? Prokaryotic means what? These are the cells in which all cell organelles and center is not clearly formed. Okay, we know if we see the structure of cell, okay, we studied actually that in standard 8. We see the structure of cell, then we are see that of different part of cells. Okay, one center is there, vacuoles is there, mitochondria are there. Okay, so there are different part of cells are present in cell. Okay, we know, but these prokaryotic cell are the cells in which are not well defined. Okay, so in which what happened? Cell organelles not well defined. Okay, cell organelles are not well defined. Defined means what? Simply they are not formed or absent. Okay, so these are the cells in which cell organelles are not well defined are called as prokaryotic cell. Which? Prokaryotic cell. The cell in which cell organelles are not well defined are called prokaryotic cells. Such cells are called as a prokaryotic cells. That is the meaning of prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means what? Cell organelles are not well defined. That meaning we have to remember. Okay? And eukaryotic. Eukaryotic means what? Well developed cell in which cell organelles are present. Okay, these are the cells in which all cell organelles are present. Okay, so that is the meaning of eukaryotic cell. Okay, prokaryotic means what? These are not well developed cell in which cell organelles are not well defined. And eukaryotic means what? All cell organelles are present or completely developed. Such cells are called as a eukaryotic cells. Okay, look at all living organisms are generally based, okay, are generally defined, okay, or classified on the basis of which type of cells are present there. Okay, whether this cell is prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Okay, first of all, two separate parts of the living organism defined on the type of cell, whether it is prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. Okay, so prokaryotic means all cell organelles are not well defined, and eukaryotic cell in which all cell organelles are well developed. Organelle means what? Different organ of cells. Okay, we know that. Okay, we have studied that part in 8th standard. Which different parts are present in cell that are well developed in eukaryotic cell. Okay, now this eukaryotic cell again. Okay, classification of living organism. If living organism has eukaryotic cell, okay, then again that living organisms are divided into two parts that depend on number of cell. If in a living organism in which eukaryotic cell is there but only one cell is there or more than one cells are there, according to that they are further divided into unicellular and multicellular. Uni means what? Uni means what? One cell. Okay, amoeba, paramecium are the example of unicellular. Okay, unicellular means in that only one eukaryotic cell is there. Okay, all the function of body is carried out by only this one cell. Okay, so if eukaryotic cell is there in living organism, so number of cell is also important. If there is one cell or multi cells, if only one cell is there, then such a living organisms are called unicellular organisms. Living organism example is protista. All the protistas are unicellular. Okay, then multicellular. Okay, if more than one eukaryotic cells are present in living organism, such a living organisms are called multicellular living organism. So again, what is the difference in that cells? Okay, again these multicellular living organisms are divided into two categories depend on presence of cell wall. What? Presence of cell wall. Look at with cell wall or without cell wall. Okay, look at this multicellular eukaryotic living organism further divided into two different groups depend upon the whether cell wall is present or not. Okay, if cell wall is a present, then this category, and if cell wall is not present, then this category. Look at without cell wall, all the animalias, all the animals which are eukaryotic multicellular living organisms. But what is actually difference in plant and animal cells? Okay, look at all are eukaryotic cell. Plants also has eukaryotic cell. We also has eukaryotic cell. Both are multicellular. In plants, multi cells are there. In human body, multi cells are there. But what is the basic difference in that cell? Look at that here. Cell wall is present and animal cells are without cell wall. So in animal cells, cell walls are absent. Okay, so that is the very basic difference between animal and plants. Okay, look at here, both are eukaryotic cell. Animal and plant both are eukaryotic cell. Means what? All cells are well developed, all organs of cells are well developed. Then both are multicellular. Animal and plant both are multicellular eukaryotic cells. But what is the main difference between them? Look at, in plant cells, cell wall is present with cell wall, and animal cells what happen without cell walls. So all animals are eukaryotic multicellular cells without cell wall. Okay, that are the animal cells, and all eukaryotic multicellular cell with cell wall are plant cell. Okay, that is the main difference between animal and plant cell. That is what? Cell wall is not present in plant cell and cell wall is present in animal cell. Okay, so now with cell wall, okay, look at, if in eukaryotic multicellular living organism in which cell wall is present, that again divide into two parts. Okay, look at autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotroph means what? Plants. Means what? Auto means what? Self. They can self produce their food, energy. They self produce their energy. We know plant. All the plants are produce their energy because we also get energy from plants. Various beans, various vegetables, okay, various fruits are also came from this plant. Okay, because they produce their energy themselves. Okay, they produce their energy themselves. We not produce our energy ourselves. Okay, we have to need plants to get energy. Okay, whatever the vegetables, fruits are given by plants that we eat and get energy. Okay, so we are actually heterotrophs. Okay, but we are human in animalia. We are looking for this plant now. Okay, which cell wall means what? These are all the plants. Okay, and that plants also divide into two parts, autotrophs and heterotrophs, that depend on production of energy. Autotroph means what? Produce energy. Okay, they produce energy. Heterotroph means what? Do not produce energy. Heterotroph means what? They do not produce energy. Okay, so autotroph means what? They are self-reliant. They did not need any other living organism to produce energy. But heterotroph are what? These are the living organisms that does not produce energy. These are the living plants. Sorry, what? Plants. We are looking this classification for plants. So look at, again I will revise it. All living organisms divided on the basis of which type of cell present in that body. Okay, if it is prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. Okay, so prokaryotic means what? Cell organelles not well defined. Okay, and eukaryotic means what? All cell organelles are present or well developed. Such cells are called eukaryotic cell. Okay. Again, this eukaryotic cell living organism are divided into two parts. Okay. Whether it is unicellular or multicellular, means number of cell is important in this classification. Okay. If only one cell is there, okay, example protista, and multicellular, then this multicellular again divide into two parts. Okay. Look at that division depend on the cell wall. If cell wall is there or without cell wall. Okay. On cell wall or without cell wall. So without cell wall, nothing but the all animals in which what eukaryotic cells is there, multicellular are there, but cell wall is not present, that are the animals. Now second part is of the plant. In plant what happen? Eukaryotic cell is there, multicellular is there, but difference is what? Cell wall is there. Okay. And on that basis, again these plants are divided into two parts. Okay. Which two parts? Autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotroph means what? Simply they produce energy. They produce their energy. Example, all plants, they produce their energy. And heterotrophs means all the fungi, which means they do not produce energy. Example is fungi. All fungi which are present, which not produce their energy themselves. They depend on other plants or other energy source for get their energy. Okay. So such a way that basically classification of living organism takes place on that this basis. First of type of cells, then number of cells, then depend on cell wall. Okay. And then state of energy production. These are the some points on which all living organisms are classified. Okay. Okay. So you have to remember this chart carefully. This chart is given in book. Okay. So today you only have to see this chart and read classification of plant, that classification of living organisms, that chapter I think in 8th standard. Okay. That chapter also you have to study. That will be helpful for us for this study. Okay. So that chapter present in 8th standard book, that also you have to see. Okay. So it is enough for today. Only see this chart carefully. Remaining topic we will see in tomorrow's lecture. Thank you.